Summoners Choice 2026 characters have been revealed, and it is an interesting bunch, to say the least. Most of these characters I wouldn't mind coming to the game, but I'm going to break them down to give a very brief synopsis of what's behind these characters, because some of them do have a little bit going for them, others not so much. Because I know that there was one which I'm still set on voting for this character, but after doing a bit of research on all of these characters, um, I'm not opposed to some other characters winning this. So we'll start from the top, and we'll start with Age of Apocalypse Colossus. This is a Colossus who can't revert back to his human form. Um, Nearly all of his family has been killed, or most of his family has been killed. And then he killed Kitty Pryde, and for me personally, he just looks cool. This is just a cooler looking version of Colossus. So yeah, there's that. Apart from that, not really too fussed on Age of Apocalypse Colossus. If he wins, great. If he doesn't, nothing wrong with that either. Because with some of these champions, there always is a chance they come to the game at some point. Um, so yeah. Next up, this is the character I don't really care for. If you do, that's absolutely fine. I'm not. It's probably the champion I want in the least in the game. And that is Daredevil drummer of Philly, Matea Murdock, who is from the Spider-Punk universe. So yeah, and she's a drummer, obviously. Yeah, I'm not really too fussed on Matea Murdock, so we're just gonna move right over to Phantasma Isabella Alvarez. I think that's how you say her name. Um, and she is a Ghost Rider. She's got roller skates. Um, and she got her Ghost Rider powers not from any devil in the Marvel universe or from hell. Apparently, she can also withstand um, like a lot stronger hellfire as well. So she did come to the game. I would hope she'd be Nova Flame immune. Um, Another thing, I do wish as well they would give us the classes for these characters as well, which would be nice. Um, but I think that might be a little bit too information for the community to go on, because then we'd probably vote for a certain class to come to the game, which is fine, but it would be nice. Next up, this was one I wasn't too fussed on until I did some research on him, and that's Orson Randall Iron Fist. And this is an Iron Fist who is a World War One veteran. So he has proficiency in using guns, and when I was looking at photos of him, he basically had two pistols in his hands all the time. So this is an Iron Fist that knows how to use his fists really really well, and is proficient in using a gun really really well. So yeah, and the fact that he's a World War One veteran as well. Again, I like my history, so there is that as well. So yeah, again, I wouldn't mind. Probably the third champion I'd probably vote for. On this list, I'll probably do a ranking at the end of this video anyway. Next up, we've got Nebula Nova Prime, who is a Nebula who got saved by the Nova Corps. She was an orphan, because I think, again, it's been I've only seen What If season 1. I haven't seen the other two, and I don't know if she was in that season or not. I can't remember. Because the only one from the only episode I remember from from season 1 is when Ultron wins, because wouldn't mind him being in here, because Infinity Ultron would be really really cool to see in game. Now we move on to a character that he's the one I'm voting for. I'm saying that right now. And I do think out of all these characters, I think he's probably has the most chance of winning, and that is Pork Grind. Number one, because he's got a funny name. When I saw that name on the live stream, I did have a little bit of a smile and a chuckle to myself, because that is a funny name. And the backstory to this, so he's from the same universe as Spider-Ham, I believe. So he is a pig, who went to Tune University, and he has a degree in smashing Spider-Ham in the face. Not the other one you're thinking of, you dirty individuals. And obviously he's got the Venom symbiote as well. And he's technically a Bork because of his tusks. So, yeah, I do think he's going to be the one who's going to win this. I'd be very surprised if he didn't. But then again, actually no, because Mr. Knight won by quite a bit. And I think everyone was expecting. I actually can't remember who was in the 2023 one. But yeah, actually no, because 2023, I don't think I including myself, I didn't expect Black Tarantula to get as far as he did. But anyway, I do think Porkrind has the most is the one who's going to win more than likely. But we're going to move on to the other two as well. So we've got Spider-Man, who is a Aunt May, who got bit by a radioactive spider instead of Peter Parker. And Uncle Ben is still around as well in her universe as well, which is that's nice to see. But this would definitely be the oldest looking champion in game, I imagine, because it's Aunt May. You know, she's always depicted as being very, very old, and unless it's the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and maybe with a possible exception of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man Aunt May as well. But it's definitely the oldest looking champion in the game. Obviously, because we've got like Odin, who's like thousands of years older, and we've also got like the Collector and the Grand Mastering as NPCs who are like celestial beings and all that. But it'd be the oldest looking champion of the game, which is why I wouldn't mind her coming to the game, because we'd be hitting an old woman. Make of that what you will, but that would be funny in game, not in real life, obviously. Anyway, moving on. This is the champion if Porkrind got knocked out in round 1 and this character made it, I'd be putting all my chips into this character. Storm Phoenix does exactly what it says on the tin. It is Storm who has the Phoenix Force. Concept of that, insane, because we've got an Omega level mutant mixed in with we've got an Omega level mutant with a Phoenix Force. Sounds absolutely nuts. They could have a field day with that kind of like power level, even though like some of the power scaling in Marvel Comics Champions is a little bit over the place. Comic nerds would argue, definitely. But yeah, just purely from just like the idea of Storm Phoenix, yes please. But so ranking these from the ones I'd like the least to who I want the most, it'd be Matea Murdock, then Nebula Nova Prime, Age of Apocalypse Colossus, Phantasma, Spider-Man, Iron Fist, Storm Phoenix, and Porkrind. So, those are the small little breakdown of Summoner's Choice 2026. Again, you are entitled to who you vote for who you want. I'm not going to influence you, because I'm voting Spider-Grind, Porkrind. I'm voting for him 100%. Definitely voting for Porkrind. But with that is going to be the end of this video. If you liked this video, feel free to like it, and dislikes if you disliked it. And if you like this video, check out some other content on this channel. If you like my other content on this channel, please consider turning that red subscribe button to grey, and I shall see you all in the next one. Goodbye.